I'll show you the side of yourself, the person that you've always been, but never dreamed.
Hello and welcome to the Ultimate Console Olympics, a series of shows where we'll be playing every Olympics game released between 1984 and 2020 to determine once and for all who is the greatest console Olympian. Well, between the two of us anyway. But before we make a start, we have set some rules. Only games released in the arcade and on home console will be used, and that is starting from the NES Master System time all the way up to the PlayStation 5. So we won't be using any games from the Atari consoles or from home computers of the time. The NES Master System are the first consoles we're using. Each game will be played as a best 2 out of 3, and each Olympic year will be its own season. So we'll be playing a collection of games based around that Olympic year to determine who wins each season. Whoever wins the most seasons will be the champion. Games released around that Olympic year and up to 2 years after will be included in that season. Any games released the year before an Olympic year will be included in the upcoming season. It's just the rules we've decided to go with. Also, games which are essentially the same but on different consoles, such as SNES and Mega Drive games, will just be classed as one game. We won't be playing it, we won't be doing a best 2 out of 3 twice, we will just be doing it as one game. However, games which are substantially different, such as a PS2 and a Wii game, due to the control system, we will give their own best 2 out of 3 games to. And games played based on the year of their release. So any games that have been re-released, such as the original Track and Field from the arcade, which I believe has been re-released quite recently, will be played when it was originally released in the arcade, but its new release, say for instance on the PS4, will be played when it was released in 2016 or whenever that was. So certain games may be played at different points during the games. Right, now that we've got the rules out of the way, so this is game 2 of season 1, and it's called Hyper Sports here in the West and Hyper Olympic 94 in Japan. In Japan, this game did actually carry the official Olympic license, but over in the West, it didn't. It was released just before the Olympics in 1994 and is the pseudo-sequel to Track and Field. Basically, what they did is keep the same game engine and pretty much the same screen layout, but they just changed all the events and gave us 7 brand new ones. Those events are swimming, archery, long horse, skeet shooting, triple jump, weightlifting, and pole vault. Now, we did encounter some audio issues with a couple of the early videos, and rather than replay them because we've already got the winners, we're just going to do a bit of commentary over the top for you. So with this particular game, you're not going to hear any background music, not that it was great anyway, but we are going to commentate over the events as best we can. And we did practice this again because this is a game that neither of us had ever played before. We'd never even seen the arcade cabinet before, so we did do some practices, but again, because of the audio issues, we just felt that it wasn't really relevant to kind of show you these ones. So we're just going to dive straight in with round 1, and yeah, let's see how we go. Hopefully I put up a better challenge than I did last time. Hello and welcome to a very random episode. So yeah, as we mentioned before, we don't actually have the audio for this games, but as we played it so long ago, we decided we were just going to commentate over what we've got. We've got the video footage, so you guys can see how we did. Yeah, even the name screen on this game, I mean, it's a bit of a crazy name screen, isn't it? I mean, the problem with this game is that there's no joystick in the arcade. It's just 3 buttons, so you've got to use one button for left and one button for right, and that mimics to an emulator's joypad. So the issue is that that's why our names are a bit skew-whiffed in the first event. As you can see, it's exactly the same as the last one in terms of layout. So the first event is swimming. There is a breathe button you've got to press as well as button bash into sprint. So when it tells you to breathe, you've got to press the breathe button. And I think that's what we struggled in practice. But we seem to be doing better now.
It's pretty fast, this.
It's a very quick swim. It's a very, very quick swim.
I thought you got this on fast forward.
No, we don't. And yeah, you did a very quick swim there. And as you can see, the points are not too bad after round 1. Only 200 points. It's a good effort, though. Skeet shooting's a bit different. You've got to use 2 targets. And for this one, it's the left button and right button. And so as you see on the practice, the more you get right, the bigger the target becomes. So it gets easier the more you get in a chain. And there is some bonus skeets out there, the coloured ones, which are actually bonus ones. You get loads of bonus points. Now, as you can see, you only need 1,000 points to qualify. 2,400
smashed it.
Got you through. Yeah, so...
I'm not particularly good at it, so I wasn't good at it in practice. I can't...
I like a lot of practices, yeah. You don't do well in practice, you do in a lot of events.
I just fucking represent when it comes to main game. I mean...
You clearly are doing now.
Look at this!
Perfect round. Is that...
I missed it.
I was heading for a perfect round.
Once you mess up, that's it. Your rhythm's gone.
It's very hard to get your rhythm back. Very hard. But yeah, you're up there. Look at that. Nearly got the world record.
To keep in mind, in practices, I could hardly hit anything.
That's true. You do get 3 rounds of skeet.
And even though it's 2 buttons, it's harder than it seems.
They come at you fast, don't they? They really start coming dead quick.
Look at this.
But I'm doing all right.
That's bonus one.
And it's same again. I did the same as you. I got that bonus. As soon as I got that bonus, yeah, I lost my rhythm. And I beat you just. Picture. This is quite a good competition, this one. I only lost briefly in swimming. And,
I've got a feeling this is where I represent.
Much better than the last Olympics, where I lost literally every event. This is much more of a competition.
Bonus one done.
We were both doing pretty well at this, though, weren't we?
Bonus again, the golden button.
I missed it. It's just
but I didn't lose rhythm.
You picked it up. You definitely picked it up better. 4-1 this time. New world record. So yeah, we were doing well in this. We couldn't break world records in track and field, could we at all?
No.
Whereas in this one, event number 2, I mean, we did. The video does show we did practice for over an hour, and we were going to show you the practice footage, but
it's not worth
because there's no soundtrack, and because you've got to keep qualifying, you can't just practice single events. You've just got to keep playing.
Did you have some sort of aneurysm during this? Because you've hardly hit those.
That was an awful round, wasn't it? That was a shocking round. I think I just got a bit like, shit, you got a 4,100. So I think I just lost my rhythm again. So looks like it's 2 events to 0 to you on this one again. And again, look at you going from strength to strength.
I can't believe how I pulled this off.
He's not lost the rhythm. This is it. Is he going to get it? Is he going to get it?
Fucking top scorer.
He's got it. Perfect
Look
score. 7,200. A perfect score. I mean, that is...
I can't even describe how bad I were in practice.
Arcade legend status. That. I don't believe it.
Once in a lifetime, that.
So this one is the long horse. So again, it's one of those, you've got to sprint and then you've got to press jump, action and action again. And if you don't get it quite right, you've got to do as many rolls as you can. And if you don't go it quite right to there, then you get judged. So I got a 7-9.
8-6, so I didn't qualify.
It's your first jump, and your second jump off the horse, which depends on the height. You've got to time those perfect. But that second jump you didn't time very well because you didn't get enough rhythm on it. But you qualified.
I qualified, look at that. I don't know if it purely down to my first jump.
I think it was just your landing was better, maybe, for that one. I fluffed it. I waited to get too far to the end and just pushed myself too hard.
Yeah, tripped over your shoelace there, didn't you?
It's not a very good showing from me in these first couple. I'm not a fan of 8-bit games. I will put it out there. I don't like 8-bit games.
Oh, that's legendary, that. Oh, it's got to be at least 12. I landed.
8.85.
I got a 0.05 more. Not even worth that landing.
I don't like 8-bit games. I really, really don't. So that is my excuse. Oh, I fluffed it. I didn't even qualify. I didn't qualify. So I'm out. So it's essentially
you're just watching the legend.
Yeah, you just won round 1. I mean, this is a shocking performance, really. I mean, you've won round 1 after 3 events. I'm
pretty sure
885 again. So you've already won because you've already got 32,000 points.
Yeah.
So you've already got double my points nearly. So you've won round 1 straight away. But I think you continue for the practice more than anything. Oh no, it looks like it's gone straight in to that. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen next. Oh, you do continue by the looks of it.
It shows you losing and then it carries on.
Yeah, exactly. I think you just continue.
It's pretty harsh, this.
So we're not going to continue to show the fact that you're going to continue. We are going to end part 1 here, and we're going to move straight into round 2, where hopefully I actually put up a fight, because I'm really not doing so far.
I think you ought to just play it and show your humiliation, mate.
No chance, no chance. We are going to stop here, and we will be back with round 2. So we actually let him continue. We didn't show it because it was boring. We didn't want to bore you, but he actually did get top score.
Embarrassing for you, mate.
40,000 points. Yeah. So we're back. Obviously, I couldn't even be bothered with my name this time around.
You lost all
my pseudo name. So we're back with round 2. This is it. Round 2. We're going to come back now and let's dive in with some swimming. See how we get on.
It's obvious before it's even started.
It's a poor start. It's a very poor start. Oh, you fluffed it. You fluffed it.
Done.
You really did fluff it. You're well behind now. Can you catch up? Can you catch up? Oh, I've taken lead. I'm powering through now. I'm actually powering through. I'm going to win. I'm going to win an event.
Bollocks.
I'm going to win. I fucking did it. Did I? I think I did. I smashed qualifying. I mean, you qualified, so you're all right. You're easy qualifying.
We're always going to qualify.
But yes, takes the lead. This is the more like it now, lad. This is it.
That's the only victory you're going to get.
Round 2. Round 2, and he's on it. See how Skeet goes. I've got some momentum now. We're going for it. Look at that. Look at that. We're just powering out of the blocks. Oh, we're just nailing it. Oh, look at him. That rhythm's got always kept the rhythm. Like you say, I've got it. I've got it back a little bit. 3-9 though. Good start. Good start. Straight in there with a third place score.
I think I'll just go downhill from here.
Well, let's find out how you do.
I'm not going to top the perfect, am I?
No, I mean you can't. You definitely can't do better than you did last time around. Definitely not.
Power's gone to my head.
I think that pressure from swimming. I think you're feeling the pressure. You're feeling the pressure. And look at you. You're all over the place.
Stuffed. I might as well be shooting blind.
I mean, you've qualified. It's qualifying so rubbish on this one. But you're in.
This didn't happen for you.
No, yeah, Triple A is just he's putting it out there. He's putting out the Triple A score. Look at that again. Oh, just missed one, but he's getting it back together. Getting it back together. No, I lost it a little bit. Like, the trouble is you have to hit so many in a row to get the bonus ones to come out. So that 1,000-point bonus one didn't come out. You do miss that. But it's pulling it out. See how Ken does. Even though it's meant to be Kev, you can in this one.
Yeah, to be here.
Our pseudo names really haven't worked, but they are going to kick in.
We get more professional as time goes by.
Yeah. Remember, this is season 1, and we recorded this a long time ago. Don't forget, these all went out on Twitch first, so these are just us talking about the raw footage with a few edits. So these all went out live at one point.
Right, come on, Triple A.
Although this must be one of our poorest Twitch showings, if the fact they went out live with no audio.
Fuck it, we don't need audio.
Obviously, clearly we weren't getting loads of views back then, were we? Because no one told us we had no audio, because nobody probably watched it. It's like Cobra Kai before Netflix picked it up.
Mate, my skill speaks for itself. It don't need no audio.
Well, it just could do with some viewers. Yeah. We need some viewers.
Just need someone to see my skill.
Well, yeah, that first round was epic. Absolutely epic. But is he going to pull it back? Is he going to pull it back last out of the bag? 3-9 to beat. 3-9 to beat. You got a 3-5 in your second round 2. Is he going to pull out 3-9? Not going to pull out 3-9, is he now? He's lost it.
Oh, look at that.
2. Oh, so 2-0. 2-0 in the events. That is only the events. Right, I'm.
Actually, just sets a no qualifying, doesn't it? I can't remember. You probably didn't qualify.
Well, let's see. I mean, I'm 3,000 points ahead. Horse box. This is where I fluffed it last time and didn't qualify last time. I've landed. I've gone safe. 9.
Look at that.
Look at that. The highest score we've had between the two of us. A 9. Look at that. I really mean business this time around. Really do.
Got you psyched up.
I know. I'm not having it. I'm not having you take the lead again. Not like that. Simple qualifying like for you though. 8-7. Just.
Skin with teeth.
But you're in. And this is the problem, innit? When you don't qualify and you get 0 points. Or in this game where you don't qualify, you don't even move on to the next event. No. So if you're already. Look at that!
What the chuffing hell's done?
Oh no!
Bounced on his head.
I landed on my head. 7. What if I'd have landed right?
That could have been epic.
Shit, sorry, I've just booted the laptop. You know that?
That could have been at least like 15 points.
I'm just so shocked at my landing on my head.
I didn't even attempt to go off.
I could have got perfect 10s,
Oh,
and I didn't get perfect 10s. I don't believe it. Cannot believe it. He's on it again, though. Look at that, he's on it again. Oh, wow. Landed. Oh, he's landed it after 5. A straight 9.
No.
What are they doing? That was easier 9.5, weren't it? Easy. I got a 9 for my first one. 5 somersaults and that distance. Pressure's got to him.
Just deflated.
Trip and fall. Look at that. 3 events in a row. He is killing it. He is killing it.
Something happens.
Look at that. Commendation.
It's a bit weird. It shows you.
Wait, it must be like after day 1. I think it's kind of like a day 1, day 2 thing, isn't it?
Alright, this is where we're going to make it back here. You've had no practice in this so far.
That is true. I only got minimal practice in archery.
And yes, it's still doing decent.
So you need a 2-4 to qualify. Oh, that wasn't
that's
good.
it. You're gone. Can't afford mistakes like that.
Oh, no, 60. A 60 is rubbish, isn't it? Getting a white.
Qualifying 2,400.
Nowhere near on this one.
This one's pretty weird and hard to get to grasp.
It's a strange one, isn't it? Yeah, only a 20. Yeah, no near to qualifying.
I don't think that wind actually counts for shit. There's a
Definitely
little wind down at the bottom, but I don't think it does it almost.
180. You see, there's the kind of scores you need to be nailing. 260 score, 260 again. I mean, these are the big scores.
God, it's just Robin Hood.
They're not bad. 400 on that one. And a 320. I mean, these are big. These are big. And a couple more and he's in it.
Easy.
Yep, there you go. Qualifying.
Boom.
Only last arrow.
Made
you made it.
I got you.
You made it.
I got me here.
So that definitely puts the pressure on me now then. So I've got to get through. Because I'm leading the Olympics. Oh, this is the problem. 180. That's better. 320. Come on. I'm leading the Olympics. So, you know, this is my time to shine.
Oh, she's getting better. Look at that bullseye. You get this one.
180. I don't know. We've not watched this for ages. We just see what happens. I'm on it though. I'm on it. Oh, that was a lame one. That was a lame duck.
Look at that.
2160. That was a lame one.
Might as well have been throwing rubber chickens, mate.
That was rubbish. Got to do better. And you actually get points for each round in this as well. They get added to your overall score, so you can catch up. By that, I think you get points for each round.
But
so
there's no catching this boy up.
I'm already in the lead though. Look, I'm already 6,000 points ahead of you.
Mate, it don't matter. It's fine.
So let's just see how we get on.
If you don't qualify, then
yeah, it does kind of put a little. You didn't. You had a poor round. 198.
Woo!
That was a rubbish one. Not a great one there. I think it's better than mine. My 980 in round 1 was a stinker, but a 140 again.
You ain't getting any better, mate.
Got to do better.
No.
Oh,
Pressure's
no.
got to him.
Lost it. Totally lost it. Totally lost it. Nowhere near with only 2 hours to go.
No, you ain't making this. It's not even trying.
No.
1500.
Didn't do it.
Yeah, that's it. You beat that ground.
Didn't do it. So that's it. So it looks like it's game over. Okay, now what's interesting here is obviously we've just seen that I've obviously dropped out and not qualified past event 3, which is not very good. Again, one event done better than I did last time. This is actually a shockingly bad Olympics, probably my worst one I've ever done. But what you will notice is at the top, I'm still 4,000, 5,000 points ahead. So even though he's qualified, and even though you might think, oh, well, it's 2-0, it might not be 2-0. I'm still quite far ahead. So we're gonna have to watch and let him carry on playing. As you can see, he's got 27,000, and I've got 29,000.
Yeah, but some points to make up here.
So he's got to make up. If he fouls, if he does 2 more fouls, I still win, even though he's made it past an event. I was so far ahead that there's still a chance.
It's just that point
Event
system.
2. Oh, he's fluffed again. He's fluffed again. He's got one more chance.
You can see sweat on him. What's he doing?
Is he going to get past, or am I going to level it as 1-1? It's a good jump. That's a good jump. That's a big jump.
Go on. See, it's qualified.
12.92, so he's qualified. But
and I'm still behind.
He's still behind. He's got to qualify past this event. He's got to make one weight, probably.
I'm hoping so.
He's going for Is he going to go for the bottom one?
No,
wait for the flyweight.
Weightlifting's my thing, mate. I'm easily gonna do it.
I'm not even sure how you even do this one. I can't remember how to do it. There's a lot of button bashing and probably pressing action at some point.
Yeah, but that's my strength. That's my bread and butter, button bashing.
Yeah, it is. He's button bashing. I'm not sure. His stamina's going down. He's getting it. He's got it up there. Is he going to get it? Yes, he's got it. Yep.
Easy.
Now he takes the lead at the top of the scoreboard. So now it's 2-0. And now he's won the Olympics. So
pretty weird and close.
It is, but he's still, and I think, and he's made it past the event because it's a qualifying one. So he's actually going to make it to the final event, which is the pole vault. We're not going to watch him try the pole vault. We are just going to end it right here. Right, yeah. So as you can see, it's not looking great. 2 from 2. But, in my defence, like I said before, they're essentially the same game. They're one game split in half, so I was never going to do well on either. The worst thing is that the last 2 games in the series are the home console versions of these 2 games, or all sorts of versions of them. So hopefully the home console versions are I'm slightly better at them. But yeah, not a great start.
Mate, you're up against the powerhouse. You're never going to beat.
Well, 8-bit games are primitive, aren't they? And you're
right. I'm primitive to the T.
You are primitive, so yeah. Hopefully I can still put up a fight. Obviously, if you win the next one, then you claim season 1. But
it's already clear, mate. We don't need to play that game.
Let's see how we get on with that. And we'll move on now. And as you can see, the review scores. It is quite similar to track and field, to be honest.
Not much difference, is there? It's essentially the same game, just different events, as you said. It's never going to be that big a difference. Slight differences for us.
Yeah, like I said, they use the same
engine, isn't it?
They use the same graphics engine. So as you can see, the review scores are not that much different. Obviously, with the music, we did review this when we actually played it. So so we did review it then. So we've that's why we gave the music an actual score. You guys will just have to take our word for it on that one.
Trust us.
Yeah, the playability again similar to track and field. The events are slightly more obscure, but they play pretty well. But they're essentially they essentially play the same using the same control system. I didn't feel, because of the obscurity of the events, I maybe didn't feel that the game would last as long as track and field. I thought track and field was quite a novelty in the arcade when you first see it, but this coming out a year later with not quite as much fun events. I probably wouldn't have put as much money into this one.
Oh, you played the original, so you just played an add-on, aren't you?
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought I'd have played this one as much. The events are just not as traditional Olympic events, so I just wouldn't have played it as much. And the the enjoyability side of it, I just feel that the same with track and field. I guess they both would score higher if you weren't having to put money in after every event. Essentially, if you fail, if you got a full Olympics for your money, 7 events, and you could play against your mate, and you both got 7 events to compete, and the winner stayed on after 7 events, that would be great. But the fact that you could lose after the first event and not qualify, and that's it, your money's gone, then it's
hey mate, you almost did that.
It could be over very quickly, as I proved. So I don't think it would be worth the cash. I think they both get let down by that. That qualifying score really is a bit of a hindrance to these early games. So it suffered a bit there, but it's still fairly enjoyable for what you got when you were playing. Just it would have been better had you got more of an Olympics, I think. It's the same with presentations, the same as track and field. I felt the graphics were slightly less.
Commented on the on the name thing, didn't you?
The name star.
That would have been shitty. I mean,
Nightmare.
it's something really simple, but it kind of it just fucked that up. I mean, we couldn't even enter his own names without thinking about it.
It's a bad start when you've got to concentrate to spell your own name like that. It's not a good start, really. It was just lacking a little bit. It was good again for the time it got released, and maybe the Japanese version. I do believe that the official Olympics license literally just gave it the Olympic cabinet. I don't think the game itself was any different, but yeah, it was alright. I mean, not as good as track and field, not as much fun. Maybe some of the gloss had worn off the year after because it's more of the same, and so maybe the first one was such a bolt out of the blue, whereas this just wasn't. But it was alright. Not too bad.
I enjoyed it. I came out on top of that.
Yeah, well, you got to the last event at least, yeah, which is fair play. But yeah, I just feel that, yeah, they're alright games, but for me, they're one in the same. They're one big game, so the reviews kind of reflect that. But yes, thanks for watching. I'll say the same as I did last time. Hopefully, next time I will do better. Let us know what you think of our review scores. Let us know what you think about the Olympics in general in the comments below. If you've got any other games you want us to play after this, or any arcade games you want us to play as part of our other series, then drop us a line and we'll see what we can dig up. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.